Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The back's got it. A change of direction. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Back to throw. It's Presley. Looking deep to the right side. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, tied. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Well scooped up by the defense.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback keeps the football. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option, being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking to throw. It's Presley. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of a marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line. And
it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a target, and it's complete. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the move now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And they hand it off to the back. He gets loose. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've got the lead, but hadn't settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet
here he goes. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Bama. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it in the open. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He shreds the tackle. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And now the running back's got it again. run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. And the back now goes in motion. And they pick up the first on the ground. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
Boy, the RPO gives you more options on your plate. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football into the hands of the playmaker.
That ball snagged for a completion. It's out of bounds as a short gain on play.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Looking for his big tight end. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss. 2nd down and 15. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Back to pass. It's Presley. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. Fighting off the defender. It's a spin move to extend the play, pick up a few extra yards.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back. It's Presley. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Direct snap to the back.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It's QB sneak. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the play.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. The pocket breaking down. The pass rush gets home.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's gone. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for the passing game.
This guy is starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Presley. He's running out of time here. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Throws it to the right, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Back-to-back deep shots. Catch made down inside the 10. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They cap the drive with 6 points. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. substitution by the back will make the defense adjust. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball, and eventually
he cannot escape. It's a sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Aggies will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him! A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Scanning the field, it's Presley. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite make it. Forced out at the 1.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, tied. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And here's the handoff. Picks up the force, looking for more. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. And it's incomplete on the overthrow, just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They'll run it here. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Defense off the field after that sack. The punting unit now on. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 in the first down.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch downfield. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll try to run this one in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Toss play to the outside. Got the first down and still motoring. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down here for this offense. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To the air. It's Presley. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And that pass falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. He'll ride the back again here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. And that's the tight end, Kirk, showing why he's a weapon as he flexes out into the slot that time.
Loved how they use this tight end. Love how sometimes he's in line. As you say, now they flex him out. He's a tough matchup for any defense. He's got the size and athletic ability really to be able to play at receiver. But now they're able to use him in so many different ways. It puts a lot of pressure on this defense. Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Finds his man. It's Bond.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and there always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that will give them the lead now. This pass passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. They're going to run it. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the tailback's got it again. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled, but first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Tailback takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
The receiver grabs it. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, a nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a
touchdown. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's hauled in with a tight end on a corner route. What a catch by the sophomore. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Keeping it on the ground here. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Just missed his intended receiver on that third and short. The offense is now going to have to settle for 3 points here in such a close game in the fourth quarter.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quick throw, the catch is made. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Presley. What a catch! They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on third down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Working clock with the ground game. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Same tailback, another carry. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. In on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I mean, I hate to second guess here, but why in the world with this lead wouldn't you just punt the ball away and allow your defense to ice this football game? This now gives this offense great field position and a chance to really take advantage of it.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And looking to throw now on 1st down. On the run here. Let's it go. Catch made by the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying for a touchdown here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.